What if your morning could be more peaceful? What if you could start your day with God, with hope?
For most of us, this is the morning script. Alarm, look at the phone, rush to prepare for work, and before you've even had a sip of coffee, the mental load hits. The to-do list, the notifications. What if I told you that's a lie? What if chaos isn't the default? What if God built a better way right into the world itself and showed it to us through the life of a man who faced more chaos than most? A way that doesn't add to the noise but cuts straight through it. We're going to find it in one of the most stressed out men in the Bible, King David, using a simple 3R technique. Read the Bible, relate to your current situation, and routinize it. Make it a routine every day. David's mornings often began in crisis. His life was the definition of unpredictable. One day he was the overlooked youngest son, smelling of earth and wool as he tended sheep. The next day he is being anointed by the prophet Samuel, who had arrived in Bethlehem, sent by God to anoint a new king. There, in obedience and secrecy, Samuel anointed David with oil, not in the public square, but in the hushed intimacy of his father's house as his brothers looked on. Next he's fighting Goliath, a giant who paralyzed an army, standing in his brother's shadows. Next he's running for his life from Saul, the same king who had showed immense support for David to kill Goliath. That great victory made King Saul very jealous of David. People started singing, "Saul has killed thousands, but David has killed tens of thousands." This song made Saul feel empty and angry inside. The same young man who once calmed the king with his harp music was now the one Saul wanted to kill. Saul even threw a spear at him. David had to run away. So David went from being the king's favorite hero to being a runaway in the wild. He wasn't running from a foreign army. He was running for his life from the very king he had served. His external circumstances were a roller coaster, but he made one powerful choice. In the middle of all these chaos, he decided that the first voice he would listen to each day wouldn't be the voice of his enemies, his problems, or his own fears. It would be the voice of God. He wrote this, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly." Psalm 5:3. Do you hear his pattern? First is the voice. He speaks to God first. Second is the request. He gets honest about what he needs. Third is the wait. He pauses with hope for God's response. He also prayed this on his hardest days. "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love. Show me the way I should go." Psalm 143:8. Let's now understand the three techniques we can use from David's life. Read the Bible, relate to current situation, and routinize, include the Word of God in our everyday life. This is how we move David's ancient practice from a beautiful idea into our modern, messy reality. First, we read the Bible, not just skim, but camp in the verse. Let's read Psalm 143:8 together. "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you. Show me the way I should go, for to you I entrust my life." David is in survival mode. His morning wasn't about green smoothies and gratitude journals. It was raw. It was about clinging to a promise. And in that place, his prayer reveals two non-negotiable requests that became his daily bread. First is the word of love. "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love." Before strategy, he needed security. Before a plan, he needed presence. The Hebrew word for unfailing love here is hesed. It means loyal, covenantal, rock-solid love. He's asking, "God, before anything else, remind me that you are for me, that your commitment to me is stronger than Saul's hatred." Second is a path for the day. "Show me the way I should go." He's not asking for a 10-year plan. He's asking for the next step, the path through this wilderness this day. Do I hide here? Do I move there? How do I navigate this? He starts and ends his prayers by saying, "I trust you. I give you my life." This is the most important part. It's the moment he lets go. He stops trying to carry the weight of his own survival and instead places his entire life into God's care. Now let's relate. Your wilderness might not be the caves of En-Gedi. It's the mental cave of anxiety, the relational wilderness of conflict, the exhausting wilderness of endless demands. The principle is identical. David's chaos was external, a spear thrown by a king. Our chaos is often internal, a spear of anxiety thrown by our own thoughts, but the solution is the same. We must intentionally receive a word of God's hesed, His loyal love, before we receive the world's word of demand, lack, or fear. Relating this means asking a disruptive question the moment your eyes open. Who gets the first word? Is it your inbox telling you you're not enough? The TV news telling you the world is falling apart? Or is it your Father telling you, my love for you this morning is unfailing, it is steady, it is yours? You relate by replacing the automatic input with an intentional reception. You trade the question, what will happen to me today, for the declaration, what is true for me today because of God? Knowledge without practice is just trivia, so let's routinize it. Let's put this word into our daily routine. Let's build your morning anchor based on David's blueprint. This is a 5-7-minute practice to displace chaos with covenant, God's guide. Step 1. The first breath prayer. Before you touch your phone, sit up, feet on the floor, take one deep breath. Then pray Psalm 143:8 to God, personalize it. God, let this morning bring me a fresh, personal word of your unstoppable love. I choose to trust you with what I can't see. Show me the next step I should take today. My life, my work, my family, my fears, I entrust it all to you. You are programming your heart's GPS. Step 2. The love receipt. Grab a journal, write this one prompt. God's unfailing love hesed for me today looks like, finish the sentence. Don't overthink. Is it the roof over your head? The memory of a friend's text? The simple fact of a new beginning? This isn't a gratitude list. It's a receipt. You asked for a word of His love. Now you are collecting the evidence. You are training your eyes to see His loyal love in the ordinary. Step 3. The one thing direction. Now ask the second part. Show me the way. Look at your day. Don't see a to-do list, see a mission field. Ask, what is the one primary thing you want me to walk in today? Is it courage in a meeting, patience with a child, focus on a creative task? Write that one thing on a sticky note. This is your divinely directed compass point. It cuts through the clutter of the urgent and focuses you on the essential. This routine isn't about adding another item to your list. It's about changing the source of your strength. You're replacing the default narrative of chaos with the chosen narrative of God's covenant love and guidance. Your chaotic morning is not your fate. It's your invitation. An invitation to do what David did, to build a small altar of surrender right where you are, and to find that God meets you there. Your challenge: for the next 7 days, commit to just step 1 and step 2. The breath prayer and the love receipt. Let's experience what happens when we start a week anchored in love, not lack. Let me know you're in. Comment below with the word ANCHORED. If you want more practical frameworks to live with purpose and peace, subscribe. Next week, we tackle how to silence the voice of comparison, lessons from the life of John the Baptist. Remember, you don't have to quiet all the storms around you. You just need to hear the one voice that can calm the storm within you. Start your morning by listening for it.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.